Hey kindergarten, today you're going to get one big sheet of black paper, and you will also need to grab some scrap papers that you want to use on your robot. Make sure to get a variety of different colors, not just all one color. And we are going to be creating a shape robot today. So you're going to be cutting out lots of shapes to make this robot. You need to put your name on the back of your sheet of paper right away. Mr. Calvert, and you're either K, A, B, O, or C. Flip it over. And if I were you, I would start with the body. You could have a circle body, you could have a square body, you could have a triangle body. It's up to you what you want that robot to look like. I think I'm going to make a big half oval. If you need to use your pencil to draw out your shape, you can. If you think you can cut out that shape without drawing it out, go for it. Notice too that I'm drawing my shape towards the edge of my paper, just like this person did. When they cut out their shape, they did it towards the edge of the paper. We don't want to cut things out right smack dab in the middle of our paper, because that's a big waste then. So carefully cut it out. And then use dots of glue to glue this onto your background. Dot, 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 dot. Remember, it's like a bunny rabbit. Your glue bottle should touch your paper. Remember that we don't drip the glue onto our paper. We dot it onto the paper. It needs to hop. So I'm going to glue down my body. Just like this. Next, I should probably give it some arms. So your arms can be kind of tricky. Arms are like rectangles. So I'm actually going to cut out a couple long, thin rectangles out of the side of my paper. And you might be thinking, well, this looks pretty boring, Mr. Calvert. Those aren't very good arms. But what if I use two rectangles to make up one arm? So that's the top of the arm. And then he can have a bent arm like this. Or maybe I'd want to glue it going like this. So when I use two rectangles, it makes it so it's almost like he has an elbow. So I can put his arms however I would like it. Once again, using dots of glue. Give him another arm. You could give him elbows if you want. I think I'm going to put a little elbow on there. So I'm just going to cut out a couple itty bitty circles to put where the elbows are. You could give him hands. You could give them legs. You could give them a wheel. Maybe your robot uses a wheel to ride around. This is your robot. What would your robot look like if you had one? I think my robot's going to have claws. When I cut out claws, I'm going to cut out a shape that's almost like an L. So if you need to draw that out, you can. Kind of looks like an L. Except I'm going to turn it into a box like this. Alright, so it's almost like a bubble cut letter. I'm going to do the same thing like this. I'm going to cut these out so I get claws. You could do hands. When you get this far, you are done for the day. Remember to think about the body shape, think about your arms, think about the shape of your head. Does your robot have legs, or does it use a wheel to get around? Does it have claws or hands? Does it have antennas? Does it have a TV screen on its body? Does it have hair? Think about all those little details you can add to it. You could give it a face. Next time we're going to continue adding more details, and we'll also use some special construction paper crayons to add some itty bitty details that might be too hard to make with our paper. These are going to go at the bottom of the drying rack. Please put your baby scraps in the garbage. Big scraps go back in the scrap bin.